I'll just turn on the lights. Yeah. Yeah. So, hello friends. Welcome to Business Learnings. And in this particular video, we will talk about Infosys and what is going on with it. And we'll also try to discuss what if we consider if can we consider buying the shares now that it has fallen by 15%. Is it reasonable that we can buy it now? So I'll tell you the entire reasonings, everything that has happened in the news. The first thing is the whistleblower thing. They have uh, they have raised a complaint that CEO and CFO are involved in some shady things. What are those things? First, the allegations are they are involved in some large deals which have negligible returns. So these large deals, uh, they will contribute a lot to the revenues, right? But they will not contribute a lot to the profits. They will not contribute at all to the profits. So it will look like as if Infosys is growing sales, profit and loss numbers will rise. Uh, the revenues will rise, but the net profit is not going to change a lot. And this information is suppressed from the board. So every company has this board of directors whose sole job is to govern and take decisions, and it was hidden from the board. Next, in order to boost the income, Infosys was involved uh, in higher risk activities, and also to boost near-term profitabilities, it has violated accounting standards. Um, all of these might sound an alien jargon to you. I'll give you an example of accounting standards. I'm not saying that this will be the case with Infosys, but I'll just give you an example of how accounting standards could be violated to boost profitability in short term. Suppose there is a company, and every company, in order to expand its business, has to invest some money in capital expenditure, which are to invest in properties, plants, and equipments, to buy machineries, etc. And this the company then has to depreciate uh, that capital expenditure into following years, to following 5 or 10 years, whatever be the standards. And it is on company's discretion, as well as some of the accounting policies apply onto how many years does it have to depreciate the properties. If it depreciates the properties in say lesser amount of years, there is a more load to the near term profitability, and it falls down, and it depreciates to a longer term, then profitability in the near term is shoots up, while profitability in the long term goes down. So this was one of the examples, and there are countless examples in earnings manipulation, where a company can alter, use managerial discretion, get behind managerial discretion to do shady activities. This happens a lot. But for Infosys, which has been a well-known company, and it has always been considered good in terms of corporate governance, this comes out as uh, a shocker to all of us. Now, coming to the CEO himself, Mr. Salil Parekh. He joined about 3 years back, and he was in the race for Infosys CEO for a very long time. He and Vishal Sikka were in the race in back in 2014, when they used to work at Capgemini, and Vishal Sikka made it back then. And when I researched about Salil Parekh, I couldn't find anything shady in his history so far. Uh, I also researched about the CFO and I couldn't find much any shady things that they have done in the past. So if someone commits a crime and then gets away with it, shady thing and gets away with it, he is more prone to do that one more time till he gets caught. Right? So this might be the case. We cannot say for sure until the investigation is completely out. As per what is the motivation for a CEO to do earnings manipulation? So I'll tell you, Salil Parekh made 6 crore rupees as fixed income, fixed salary, and 10 crore rupees was his earnings from the stocks. So if you go up higher and higher in the organization, you have more and more weightage in variable component, and this variable components comes in terms of the shares of the company. This is so that you work so that the company's share price would go up. The investors' perception about the company should go positive and become more positive. And this is why a CEO has to work hard to improve the impression of the company, to improve the earnings, to improve profitability and revenue growth of the company. Uh, Salil Parekh had promised back in 2016 that when he became the CEO, that he just needs 3 years to start accelerating the growth of Infosys. And if you just look at the numbers of Infosys, we didn't see any kind of acceleration in the growth. You know, in 2017, the sales were 68,000. In 2018, the sales were 70,000. In 2019, the sales went up to about 83,000. All of a sudden, a huge increase in sales. This does raise some concern uh, it's if it's genuine, or if what is it. At the same time, if you look at the profits in March in 2017, the profits were 14,000 crores. In March 2018, profits were 16,000, and in March 2019, profits are just 15,000. So from March 2018 to March 2019, the profits have increased by 17 to 18%, while the net profit has actually decreased by 4%. So are the allegations true? The allegations said that the larger deals have been made, which which are generating negligible returns, which means profits are not increasing but revenues will be increasing, and that's what happening in the profit and loss statement if you look closely. So are the allegations correct? The whistleblowers have also said that they have video and audio evidence, they have a lot of documents to support their claim. Why haven't they come out with it yet? Could be anything. Reasons could be anything. uh, So these were all the issues. And last thing I wanted to add, that Infosys also does not, during the corporate tax uh, declaration that the finance ministry passed last month, the rate cuts were the maximum tax that any company has to pay is 25.17, including surcharges and cess. And Infosys last year paid 27% of tax, so it does not see any benefits. Compare it to other companies which used to pay 35, 36%. A lot of companies paid 35, 36% tax, and Infosys does not have any edge here. So it has to boost profitability in the market scenario where every other company is boosting its own profit. Well, we can say that in IT sector, not many companies were paying more than 25%. So not much of the gain will be seen in the peers of among the peers of Infosys, but we know competition is getting stiffer, and um, that's that. So for now, I'll summarize what I have talked about so far. First thing is, um, on googling, I couldn't find any past allegations against Salil Parekh, any past misdeeds that he has done. So according to past, his character is clean. I don't know if, according to the public information in the Public information, Salil Parekh is clean. I don't know if he has hidden something behind the scenes. Uh, yes. So this is all. The stock is down by 15%. If you want to speculate, you can get in. American ADRs were down by 16% last day. So ADRs are a way. See, Americans cannot trade directly in NSE and BSE. So what they trade through are ADRs. Some companies have ADRs in the US, and Infosys is one of them. So investors in the US will have to pay dollars to the dollars, and they can buy Infosys ADRs. And it was expected that with the fall of ADRs of about 13 to 15%, that similar fall will be registered for Infosys in India as well. And we saw the similar number. If the company is clean, you are in for a 15% profit. But let me be very clear here, guys. There are a lot of companies in NSE and BSE. Yeah, a lot of companies in the Indian stock market which will give you way more return if you just look carefully, if you research well. Um, there are a lot of good companies. For example, let's say DMart. In last 2 months, it has rallied 40%. Reliance Industries in last 1 month, it has uh, 20 more than 20-25% rally. There are a lot of large cap good companies, and what my personal recommendation is, you should stay away from any company which shows any sign of corporate governance. uh, just wait and watch, let the waters get clear, and then decide what should you do. As for the money, if you want to speculate, again, go ahead, but limit that speculation to 5% of your total corpus. uh, and Thanks for watching so far. If you liked it, please press the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss any further live updates. Thanks for watching. Bye.